My God. Hello, everyone. Bird Lady Speaks here, coming to you guys with a quick video. And in this video here, I have been researching about the bird flu, and I have gone down so many rabbit holes, and I have so many thoughts. And my opinion, the math ain't mathing. So let's jump right into it. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. If this is not your first time, welcome back. If this is your first time, welcome. I hope that you do decide to join the family and stay by hitting that like button, that subscribe button, and of course, ring that bell. Now, there is nothing that I'm saying in this video that is absolutely confirmed. This is just my thoughts in my head, in my brain, that I just need to get out. So I have been researching the bird flu so that I'll know how to identify it. So I know, but then I realized, hey, I pray over my flock every single day, and I quote Psalms 91 over my flock every single day. I tell the Lord, hey, you said neither shall any plague come nigh my dwelling, so don't let any plagues come to me or my flock in the name of Jesus. So I'm good, but I just wanted to just kind of research it because I noticed that the prices of eggs is starting to increase drastically, but the price of meat is not increasing. So in my little pea brain that I have, I think it was like 12, I think the number has gone up to 12.1 million chickens who have been culled. I may have that number wrong. If I do have it wrong, I will make sure I put the link down below with the correction. But I believe it's 12.1 million chickens who have been culled. So you're telling me that these chickens are only egg laying chickens and not meat laying chickens? So if the cost of eggs is going up, shouldn't the cost of meat be going up as well because we're losing so many chickens? That's just my little pea brain, how my pea brain works. And another thing is, I personally know someone who works in a chicken plant. And I asked them, I'm like, hey, a lot of the farmers in the homestead, and I can only speak for my state, a lot of the farmers and the homesteaders that I know of have not had any problems with the bird flu. I've been looking at the bird flu. I went back to 2022. So I went back 3 years. The bird flu pandemic or epidemic, it occurs around the same time every year. And I know they're saying it's because birds are migrating. But if these birds that are in these factories are only in factories, they are not exposed to the migrating birds like ours are. You get where I'm going? Oh, that's nice. Let's see. Y'all could have told me I had straw in my hair. There it is. I think I got it out. And so I asked this person, and so when I had that question, I looked that up, and I saw where they said that the reason that the way that factory raise birds who are not exposed to the not migrating birds outside is because the employees are walking in and they may have bird droppings from the natural birds. Even these people living in these big cities, and they may actually track the droppings into the factory. So with me knowing someone who actually works at a large chicken factory, I asked him, I'm like, hey, is it possible that the birds in the factories could be getting the bird flu because people are tracking it in? And what he explained to me it's kind of like when they go to work, it's kind of like surgery. They have the little, I forgot what he called them, but the little stocking cap, the little shower cap things, they have to put them over their feet before they even enter in to the processing area. And it could be different with egg laying factories because he does work at a meat processing factory, so it could be different. That may not be a requirement in a bird laying factory, a chicken laying factory, but he says they have to suit up and boot up like they're going into surgery. Like you have the foot shower caps on their feet, they have the gloves, they have like even the covering, the aprons, they have to cover their hair. They're completely covered, so even if they are walking into something, their feet is covered. And so I don't know. That's just one thing that I had been thinking about. And I even wonder if it is not a way. There goes the neighborhood. I don't know if a lot of people know or not, but chickens they lay seasonally. Like they may go, some chickens even go months without laying at all. I know this is a little different with the commercial layers because a lot of times the amount of daylight hours dictates whether or not chickens are going to lay. And I know inside of factories, it's kind of climate controlled, so they can automatically have the lights on longer where it seems like the daylight time isn't, affecting the birds. Really? Can y'all please go? So, for example, this is a time of year where chickens really don't lay a lot. So it looks like a lot of eggs that I have. I think I got 38 eggs today, 37 or 38 eggs today. This is what I have today. Keep in mind, I have over 200 birds. So I don't get 200 eggs a day because chickens, they do not, well, my chickens, most chickens do not lay every single day. Chickens do not lay every single day. Chickens take breaks. This is a time of year where the days are still short. They're starting to get longer. As the days get longer, you will be able to see chickens grow. My chickens lay a lot more as days get longer. When I have never, well, some chicken breeds that and it's breed specific as well. Some chicken breeds that I specifically have my chickens staggered so that I can always be able to get eggs. Like my Brahmas, they lay from October to May. So when all the other chickens are laying in the summertime, my Brahmas aren't laying. So I will never in one day get the same amount of eggs as the chickens that I have, if that makes sense. I hope that's making sense. So I'm wondering if them saying that all these chickens have bird flu and the price of eggs is going up, I wonder if this is their way of recouping the losses because the chickens are not laying as much. Chickens just naturally slow down laying in the fall, in the winter months. That's just natural for chickens. Like I said, it could be different when it comes to commercial chickens. They may have a different breed. I know they use a lot of white leghorns and a lot of hybrids that are specifically bred for laying, and they do have the factories climate control where they could make it seem like it is spring and summer all year round. I don't know. I don't work in these, but this is just where my little pea brain goes sometimes. I just wonder if that's a ploy for them to make up for the losses. And I also wonder, this is just my tinfoil hat, I also wonder if they do this to help out places like Tractor Supply, Royal King. Chick Days is coming up. And what have people been doing? I don't know if this has been before. I've only been keeping chickens for about a year and a half, 2 years. So for the last 2 years, trying to see why Tom and this rooster just kind of, Tom, why are you bothering the rooster? Tom, leave the rooster alone. Tom, leave Blanco alone. Sir Blanco, run and go somewhere. I don't know what you did to make him mad. Probably didn't do anything. He's just being a jerk right now. But anyway, I wonder if they partner with some of the places that supply chicks, because for the last 2 years, I've seen it around this time of year. Egg prices goes up. Everyone's saying, I'm starting my own chickens. I'm going to keep my own chickens. Everyone goes, I mean, the line is long as I don't know what at Tractor Supply, where everyone is keeping their own chickens. Everyone wants to buy chickens, keep their own chickens, keep their chickens for about 3-4 months. And then on Facebook, like, I don't know what I was thinking. I need to sell these chickens. Come get them. Who wants them? Or I have too many roosters. Who wants them? So this has happened for the last 2 years, periodically for the last 2 years. So I wonder if the bird flu, now am I saying the bird flu isn't a real thing? I believe the bird flu is a real thing. I believe the bird flu is really out there. But is it really as bad as they're trying to make it? I don't know. It's hard just keeping chickens myself and just looking at the different things. I don't know. It's hard for me to believe that it's as bad as they say, because egg prices are going up, but it doesn't look like there's a shortage of eggs. Because when I go to the store, I rarely go to the store. Well, disclaimer, I rarely go to the store. When my husband came down, we went to Walmart. When we went to Walmart, the egg portion was full, packed to capacity. And I'm pretty sure they had more eggs in the fridge in the back. The eggs were full, but the prices were crazy. So I don't see that there's a shortage. I don't see that there's a shortage. I'm ignorant to this because I get at least 3 dozen of eggs a day right now. So I'm ignorant to this, but I just wanted to see what the prices of egg look like, what everyone was talking about. So, and I want to get some yogurt. So me walking over there, the eggs full. So it doesn't look like there's a shortage of eggs. Doesn't look like there's a shortage of meat. It just looks like the price of eggs is going up. I'm ignorant to this, but it's not adding up in my mind. So and then I have a farmer that I need to reach out to them and ask if it is okay for me to release who they are. Because I think they're going to try to take legal action. I don't want to, well, you know what? I'm just going to I'm going to purposely leave out portions of what happened to this farmer because I don't want to ruin anything for them. I'm not going to link them, but I am going to reach out to them, let them know that I talked about it, but I kind of left some things out just for their protection. So there is a farmer who sold eggs and sold chickens for meat for their family. And this is how they fed their family. And they, had grants, and this, I was talking to someone on live the other night, and I was saying this is why I don't want to do government grants. They have grants with USDA grants and everything. They have grants, and with these grants or grant that they had, that basically gives the government permission to come on their property at any time, test their birds, and see if their birds have the bird flu. So they showed up one day unannounced, tested this farmer's birds, said that the bird that they tested, I think one bird that they tested positive for bird flu. There was none of the birds actually showed any kind of symptoms. So they was wondering like, okay, well, none of my birds are showing symptoms. Can we quarantine that one? Can we do what can we do? They slaughtered, or they used the word cold, but they slaughtered his entire flock. And this is his livelihood. They slaughtered his entire flock. It's things like that I hear. And like I said, it's a lot more that happen. But if I share too much, I don't want to share too much. So now this farmer is like trying to figure out what they're going to do. And to me, sometimes when this happens to smaller farmers, smaller organic farmers, I think that it's just to help the larger corporations. That's just my brain. That's how I think. I'm probably wrong, but this is just my tinfoil theory. The things that I've been seeing happen to farmers that I personally know, well, not personally know of, like, we live in the same area, but we communicate with each other online. The things that have been happening to them and the things that I see amongst my own flock, it just does not make sense to me. It just does not make sense. And it makes me wonder. It's always around the same time of the year, around chick days and around the time that chickens naturally do not lay as much. So again, is bird flu a real thing? Of course it is. I mean, they say that some people have actually caught it. Cattle have caught it. Cats have caught it. I actually train my cats. Even if a baby chick gets out and runs around, my cats do not touch my chickens. They do not touch my chickens at all. Cats can get it. Pets can get it. So humans can get it. So I believe that the bird flu is real, but it is really hard for me to believe that it is as bad as they say it is because we're not seeing the results. And me being ignorant to it, I don't know if meat bird plants do things different from egg laying plants. I don't know. All I know is it's not making sense. And it's just, if that is the case, it seems like it will hit us, not speaking this on us, Jesus, I'm not speaking this on us, but if it is because of the exposure of migrating birds, do you know how many birds fly over? I literally live in the middle of nowhere. Do you know how many flocks of birds I see fly over every single evening? We have finches, we have quails, we have geese that fly over, we have geese that actually migrate back every single year about 5 miles from our house, we see so many birds. I just saw a large flock just fly over. So if it's exposure from migrating birds, why aren't those of us who do not have our birds confined to a factory, why aren't we seeing it? That's all I have to say. That's the question that I have. I know why I'm not seeing it. Like I said, I pray over my flock every single day, and I quote that Psalms 91 over my flock every single day. So it's God and it's Jesus that is keeping my birds, but it raises a lot of questions. It raises a lot of questions, and it's just a timing issue. It's just a timing issue. I hope and pray that it's not what I think it is. I hope and pray that it's not another ploy to try to gouge people out of more money. I definitely hope that's not what it is. But the tinfoil conspiracy theorist, Bible reading, praying person that I am, that's what I'm leaning towards. Who knows? Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and thank you for entertaining my crazy thoughts. And I will see you guys in the next one. And as usual, toodaloo, bye-bye.